In this video, we will discuss locating the ELPS within a lesson. We will use the ELPS Standard Guide and the lesson on pages 26 to 28 on time management in Standout 4 to identify which ELPS standards learners are working towards during the lesson. To keep track of our findings, we will use the below table. However, it's not required for you to use this in your own lesson planning. We will look at two examples in this video. Let's start with example number 1. If you would like to follow along, we are on page 21 in the ELPS guide, and we're looking at Standard 1. Standard 1 says, an ELL can construct meaning from oral presentations and literary and informational text through level-appropriate listening, reading, and viewing. So ELPS Standard 1 brought us to this part of our lesson in Standout. Exercise D that says analyze, and our time management strategies reading. So let's take that ELP, let's take that section in the lesson and add it to our table. First thing we want to do, determine the ELP, which we already did. Right, we chose ELP Standard 1. But why did we choose ELP Standard 1? Let's discuss. Pop quiz time. The reading in our Standout book, page 27, on time management strategies is an example of A, information text, or B, literary work. You got it, information text. Therefore, we saw that information right over here under ELPS 1, informational text. So that was our justification for ELP 1. Next, we need to choose our level. We chose level 3, ELPS level 3 for this lesson. How did we decide that? Well, Standout 4, we use in Wake Tech level 5, which will put us between levels 3, 4, and 5 of ELPS. We got our standard, we got our ELPS level. Now is time for the main event, the descriptor. So our goal next is to add in the appropriate ELPS descriptor. We chose explain how the theme developed by specific details in the text. Well, let's look at that ELP a little bit more specifically. So we go to page 21, ELPS Standard 1, Level 3, because we're choosing this descriptor, the one I just read. Explain how the theme is developed by specific details in text. So this diagram, essentially a skeletal outline, helps the students record those main points of the reading, but also details, which led us to make the connection with the ELPS descriptor, explain how the theme is developed by specific details in text, with this part, exercise F of the lesson. And finally, our last part is to add a reference. As you've seen, we've got this from page 28, exercise F. Let's look at our second example very quickly. For this, we're looking at the Analyze section with the reading. So exercise D. And we're going to be looking at levels 4 and 5, just to change it up a little bit, add some rigor. And exercise D has an amazing action verb. Do you see that? Yeah, analyze. And we can see that verb in our ELPS descriptors. Analyze the development of the themes and ideas. And we can see this exercise here is helping our students to number paragraphs based on the main theme or idea of that particular paragraph. So back to our table, we have our ELPS number 1, we have our ELPS levels 4 or 5, our ELPS descriptor, analyze the development of the themes, ideas, and our lesson reference, standout, page 27, exercise D. Again, not required to do this specific worksheet, but it's a good example of how we want you to view the ELPS as you are planning your lessons. Good news. Pop quiz. That's the good news? No, the good news is the answer to the pop quiz. The Standout and Venture series, which we use at Wake Tech, are aligned with the ELPS. True or false? Yes, it's true. Right? You saw that word analyze, for example, and that matched up with 2 descriptors we saw in the ELPS. Here are the references for today. Thank you.